Greetings, everyone. Welcome to the Pisces New Moon meditation and ritual. I'm excited to be here this evening. Let me get myself together, though. Let me see, what am I trying to do? I am attempting to turn on the slideshow. Okay, perfect. Okay, great. So again, good evening. I am Monique, and I'm grateful to have everyone here this evening. This is a really powerful new moon that we are having. The new moon comes in tomorrow morning. I believe it comes in at 9:30 in the morning or something like that. And I facilitate the planting new moon the night before the new moon, because we are actually much more receptive now than we are at any other time in the month. When the moon is in the dark time of the dark of its own time, it's when we're most fertile, when our subconscious is much more receptive to new information, new ideas, new ways of being. And so that's why we start at the last quarter, getting clear about what our intention or goal or objective is, because it is that week that we are really receptive. And so we do the rituals to receive new data, new information from our subconscious. That's why we ask the question, what is it that I'm to focus on? Because you're building a relationship with your higher self. So I just want to say again, thank you all for being here. And this is a really powerful new moon. So the astrology for this new moon is that Jupiter and Neptune are both in Pisces, and Jupiter is the planet that governs blessings and expansion. Jupiter is the planet that rules the seeing phase. For those of you who have done this work for a little while, the seeing phase is the phase where we begin to ask for the vision, like the how. What is it? How will I accomplish this objective? How will I accomplish this goal? And Jupiter is our connection to the visionary aspect of us. It's really significant that we understand that all of these planets, these planetary energies and bodies the energies reside inside of us. And so as Jupiter is the visionary, we all have a visionary aspect within us, because we all have Jupiter in our chart somewhere. And wherever Jupiter is in your chart is the place where you are usually most fortunate, where you have luck and blessings and faith, where things just kind of fall into your life and occur with grace and ease. And so Jupiter is a part of this current aspect with this Pisces new moon. And so that makes this energy really strong, because Jupiter also is the historical ruler of Pisces. And I don't know, it just feels really auspicious to have this energy here. But also today, the astrology is really intense because we have Mars and Venus conjunct one another, conjunct Pluto. So there's a great deal of releasing and destruction and death occurring simultaneously while this new moon is happening. And so the tendency could be to get focused on your external world and things that are challenging. And my suggestion is that you do your best to come back to your objectives, because the energy is highly creative. So as the distractions present themselves, and they do generally, that's kind of their job, to present, to assist you in your resolve, what it is that you really are focused on. So as the distractions present, come back to something that is true, which is your objective. I'm so thankful and grateful. It feels so good even if that is not what you're experiencing. Even if it is forced, you force yourself with love and compassion into a new mindset, is what you're doing. You're seeding yourself with a new mindset. And the new moons, we seed ourselves at new moons, and then it takes 6 months for that energy to be fully, really activated in your life. And so it's just, I just want to reiterate that so that we know what we're up to. So the archetypal energies of Pisces, the Yemaya is the goddess and the mother of the ocean, the mother of all things. Also the energy of the devotee, the mystic, and the shaman. Sorry, my cats are doing things that humans do, and it's a little confusing for me. So the energy of Pisces is this, it's really the access to magic, honestly, if you ask me. It's the access to your magic, to your subconscious abilities and gifts. It's also the energy that supports us in our family lineage. It's like many of us were raised in families where our gifts and abilities weren't able to be recognized just because of the time that we were born, right? So you have high intuition, psychic abilities, mystical ability to, talk to animals or talk to plants or those kinds of things. All of that comes from Pisces. All of those are Piscean energies. And many of us have gifts and intuitive abilities that we just didn't cultivate because we didn't know. And so this is a time when we want to give ourselves permission to explore, to get curious. Pisces is, it also governs water, bodies of water, rivers, lakes, oceans. And so this water energy is highly creative. Understanding the energy and the power of water and its ability to change form, its ability to hold memory. Water is the strongest element that there is. It impacts everything. Water always wins. It's the softest, it's the most subtle, but it is the most powerful because it wears everything down over time. And so this is the energy of Pisces, the subconscious power and how it works through you. And if you just begin to cultivate and pay attention to your own relationship to water and how you experience it, water will come alive to you. It will begin to commune with you. You will begin to experience the living essence of it, is what I want to say, because it truly is a living, it is a living element. So the qualities of Pisces are the empath, intuition, dreams, subconscious. It also holds our family patterns because those patterns get passed down through the subconscious. Pisces also rules creativity, which is an aspect of our subconscious, the things that come through our unconscious state, through our dreams, through our fantasies. Pisces also is the ruler of romance and love. I would say like that sort of divine love, that powerful subconscious love, that sort of past life love, where, the eighth house also rules that, Scorpio also rules that, but Pisces is, like I said, it governs fantasies. And so much of that is connected to how we use our loving energy through this romantic, idealized, oftentimes youthful desire for love and passion and connection. Pisces also rules compassion and our ability to not only be compassionate for others, but first our compassion for ourselves. And the energy of Pisces is that it holds the collective unconscious. So compassion is often needed because it meets us in this place where we are not usually aware of our connection, because it's the unseen, it's the subtle, it's the ether. So tonight we're going to do our planting moon meditation. So I am going to offer that you find yourself in a comfortable seated position. Maybe you want to turn your lights down low, and I just want to make sure that you guys can hear my speaking voice over the music before I get started. Can you hear my voice on the music? Hear my voice clearly over the music.
A little.
A little, just a little.
That was better.
That's better.
When maybe you
Okay. It's more important that you hear my voice rather than the music. So I'm going to put my music.
This is good.
I'm going to have it come through a different. Okay. Okay. And so the most significant aspect of Pisces that is available to us is the imagination. And it is in the imagination where we create all of reality. And so it's during this new moon that we have an opportunity to begin to give ourselves permission to imagine the reality that we truly desire for ourselves. And the most significant aspect of imagination is realizing and understanding our connection to the divine, and the imaginings, the pictures,
You're frozen.
fantasy. I'm going to ask you to mute yourself unless someone is saying something to me that they can't hear me or something. The fantasy that you are holding in your own mind.
We're not. No, not
Muted.
yet.
Oh, Monique, you're muted. So maybe that's why.
Okay,
Oh,
can you hear me now?
yes.
Ma'am.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you. How did that happen? It happens. Okay. So, like I was saying, the most significant part of the Pisces energy is really the aspect of our imagination and our ability to seed our imagination with what it is that we desire to implant ourselves with, and how important it is to recognize that our desires are in alignment with source energy. Oftentimes, it feels like our desires are associated with ego and trying to secure ourselves and trying to get things in the material world. But really, if we go deeper and be in the space of compassion with ourselves, we can access the part that understands that our imagination is implanted within us by the divine. We're always sourced, and the Pisces energy is the experience of oneness, connection to source energy, to all things. And so, whatever it is that you are imagining for your,
I think if we all, the rest of us, try turning our cameras off, that might help.
Hmm. Whatever that is that you are holding in your imagination, in your heart for desire, is planted there by spirit. It is within the energy and the power of the Piscean frequency where the veil is thin, where we are highly receptive, where we are open to receiving ideas, wisdom, not only from this side, not only from within ourselves, but from our ancestors, from the unseen and invisible forces that are working on our behalf to assist us in fulfilling our potential. Pisces is the energy and the place where that comes to life. This connection to source, the connection to all things, all living beings, all bodies of water, all planetary energies. The ruler of Pisces, Neptune, the mother of all consciousness. And so it is here in the dark of the moon and the Pisces energy where we are allowing ourselves to be impregnated with a new idea of who we are, of what is possible, of what we desire, of who we were born to be. Thank you, Spirit. And so let's breathe in 3 deep breaths together to bring ourselves into our bodies. Breathe in through your nose. Allow the air to go down into your abdomen. Hold and then release through the mouth. Breathe in. Hold. Release. Breathe in. Hold. Release. Hmm. So in your mind's eye, in your imagination, this is your dominion. This is your domain. Nobody has power over you here. You get to win. You get to create it your way. You don't need permission for your creations in your imagination. You are the author, you are the producer, you are the director. You are the creator of it all. So imagine yourself walking on the beach. The sun is just about to set out beyond the horizon. You can feel the sand, the cool, moist sand beneath your feet. You can feel a warm breeze and the sound of the ocean. Allow yourself to walk close to the shore. And maybe there are birds or sounds that really resonate with the ocean and the energy of the beach. And you feel good. You feel open and receptive. You know this is your time. This is the time where you get to create whatever it is that you desire. This is your reality, your power. Hmm. And so allow yourself to just be in the flow of the energy that is the ocean. And what comes up for you when you look out into this infinite body of water? What are the things that come to your consciousness? Are you aware of its vastness, its eternity? Are you aware of the depth? Are you aware of the infinite possibilities that lay beyond your current reality? This is the power of Pisces, the power of the subconscious, where everything is possible. And so as you are allowing yourself to be in this creative energy, this space of infinite possibilities, imagine yourself with the Divine Mother, the moon, this deeply dark, fertile energy. that is willing to receive anything that you desire. And so consider what it is that you are holding for yourself for this new moon in Pisces. And then, as if your imagination could just create a beautiful fairy godmother or someone that you feel completely safe with, imagine her just materializing right there before you, coming out of the ocean or coming out of that place right where the sky and the ocean meet, and materializing right into your essence, into your field. She is here to hold your intentions with you. She is here to assure you that your creations are empowered, are valuable, are necessary. And so as the dark of the moon is becoming even more fertile, richer as we move into this new moon energy, allow yourself to tell this beautiful, loving, compassionate, feminine energy exactly what it is that you desire. Just the way you would when you were a child, when you wanted something, when you desired something. And maybe if you didn't allow yourself to have that or experience that as a child, what would that feel like now? If there was someone who was so interested in your dreams, in your passions, in your deep desires, someone who believed absolutely in your possibilities, in your visions. If there was nothing holding you back, if nothing could block or obstruct that which you desire, what would it be? Allow yourself to feel in your body the fulfillment, the absolute realization and actualization of your dreams come true. Imagine your body whole and perfect. Imagine your heart full and enriched. Imagine your life flowing with love and abundance and compassion and people who you feel connected to. Imagine the world in the state that you see it, that you desire it to be. And take nothing in consideration other than your dreams realized. Because the reality that you see within your heart and your imagination are anchored in the universal stream of consciousness. are just as significant and important and valuable as anything and everything else. So what is it that you desire? What is it that you are here to see realized? I see a world where people are completely responsible and accountable for their own energy, where they are excited to take responsibility for their choices and their creations. I see a world where people's karmic patterns and trauma has been transmuted into compassion and love and sovereignty for the multi-millions. What is it that you see? What is it that you desire? In your time with this beautiful guardian being who has come out of the celestial heavens to meet you, to be with you, to imagine the world that only you can bring. Tell her, do not hold back. What are your dreams? What are your desires? What does it feel like? What does it smell like? What is the texture? Who's there? What are you wearing? Allow yourself to step as fully into this image, into this imagination, into this reality What is the temperature? Who are the people that are with you? Leave no detail behind. Exclude nothing. Bring forth the depths of your imagination. I imagine sovereignty for all people. I imagine that each and every one of us understands our gifts and our potential, our ability to heal ourselves and transmute energy. What is it that you imagine? The significance of you being able to see the vision. Is the GPS for the universe. Your vision in your mind creates brain waves that send signals to the universe of the what. So paint a clear picture of yourself and all those that you are connected to. Allow the universe to know exactly the frequency, the tenor, the tone, the sounds, the scents, the feelings. Your imagination is the key that unlocks your future. Your imagination is the pathway. That will get you from the place that you currently reside in frequency and into the next. Your imagination is unlimited and boundless. So imagine that you reach into your pocket and pull out a beautiful crystal that is the representation of your dreams and desires, the seed of what it is that you are holding, gestating. And give this crystal to this beautiful being who is in constant ceremony with you. This being that truly is born out of your own subconscious. And allow her to receive this beautiful token, this beautiful seed. And imagine placing it right into her heart. And it just absorbs into her body. And she is holding it for you. She is holding it with you. And thank her. Thank her for her devotion. Thank her for the support and the love. Thank her for walking with you through all of your creative endeavors. Thank her for her unconditional love and support. And allow her to tell you how much she loves you, how much she adores supporting you and being with you. Hmm. Mm. And when you are ready, you can embrace her and allow her to return to the sacred dark moon. And with a heart filled with gratitude, you can give thanks. So, Heavenly Father, Mother God, I give thanks for this empowering opportunity to recognize ourselves as creator of our realities, creators of our lives, creators with consciousness. How good it is to live in the space of the sovereign being, the empowered one, to know ourselves as the divine, as God, Goddess, presence, and power, to recognize ourselves as source energy. We are the creators of the reality that we abide within. And it is in this Piscean energy that we bring awareness to the imaginative power that brings things into reality. And so I am grateful for an opportunity to know ourselves as God, Goddess, as creative beings. I'm grateful for the Piscean energy that allows us to bring forth that is within us into the external reality. And so I give thanks. I give thanks for each and every person who is within the sound of my voice. I give thanks that their lives are enriched. I give thanks for the health and the wellness in their bodies and their minds and hearts and spirits. I give thanks for their families. And I give thanks that the trust and the power within them is growing for them to know and experience themselves as conscious creators. I pray that the evidence of this Piscean season brings forth so much beauty and blessings and bounty that no one can ever again deny the majesty of their own consciousness. You are creator in all things in all ways. The abiding power of love is activated always. For this and so much more, I'm grateful, and I let it be, saying, and so it is.
in space, fall away like a leaf. We may have pain, but we have beautiful energy. We gotta get